Oh, okay.
$1 million worth.
That's the one you saw. Me, I saw the fact finder that says playing games, online games, helps to build your brains, your child's brain development.
The one you saw, was it about money?
It was about money.
$771 million.
Don't see any other one.
Gold.
Today is Children's Day. That's why I saw the one about children.
How do you want to raise your children without money?
Wow.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
It's Children's Day. Happy Children's Day to you.
Yes,
indeed. And yes, I'm even referring to you because we still are children to someone. Yes, whether alive or late, we are still children. So happy Children's Day to you.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, and talking about Children's Day, I've been seeing quite a number of posts. However, one caught my attention. It was about a girl who was yelling at her mom, calling her selfish because her mom, on the graduation day, so I went to read the backstory after seeing the video. Apparently, her mom raised her, her dad deadbeat, and so her mom raised her, and then on her graduation day, she gave one of the seat tickets to her dad for the event, knowing quite well it would displease her mom to have her dad there. And then her mom goes to her on the graduation morning after finding out, and she calls her mom selfish repeatedly. And her mom is like, do you know all the sacrifices I made for you? Do you know everything I've been through just to bring you to where you are now, and you're calling me selfish? And she just kept going on and on calling her mom selfish. And so there are two things here. On the one hand, there's the deadbeat. On the other hand is, do children really appreciate? We've been seeing loads of stuff even on social media, Twitter, where people are saying parents should not feel entitled to their children taking care of them. After, when they are older, that if the child wants to do, the child will do. It's not the parent's entitlement. And so more parents are saying to themselves, what's the point of going the whole 9 yard? When you know quite well. I don't want to say mile because that seems really far.
It's actually interesting you should put it that way, because from the voice of the mother, you could hear the pain. The pain coming from her. The way she was talking, she's talked about the sacrifices she made for that child to be able to graduate. This graduation you're going for, do you know what I had to do to save money, to get money, to raise you to be this graduate? And the same person that had nothing to do with your upbringing, nothing to do, he didn't pay child support, didn't pay for your fees, and then suddenly you're giving him a ticket. Now, I'm not saying don't give your dad a ticket. I'm just saying for the woman to be in such pain, it was obviously because of the way the girl responded to it, not the fact that she gave the man the ticket. I don't know, but from a guy's perspective, Mike, I don't know. I want to hear from a guy's perspective.
It's not guy's general perspective, Jare. There's no guy of this thing.
You are the guy on the
They're talking about somebody being... A personal thing, I once told a single mom, and I said something, and she was all about children. Something happened and she posted my world, my all, and all of that. And then this was not me trying to be a killjoy, but I told her something. I said, look, live your life. Be you, because I've seen it. This thing you're talking about, I've seen it a number of times, more than once, where you have put in so much,
you're giving everything
to raise these kids, and then one day they just up and stand up. They want to see their father, who has not been there, who's probably denied them or whatever, and it happens.
And vice versa, they want to see their mom.
Yeah,
their mom will abandon them.
So yes,
very sad.
So look, man, if you're doing it, you're raising a child, try not to have that thing at the back of your mind that you would, raise them in love, in care, and live your life. Your life is also, there are other things in your life apart from them. Don't, so that whatever happens,
you've done your part. You've done your part. You've invested your time, money, energy in this child. You've raised this child to the best of your ability. You've handed the child essentially into the world, into God's hands, not even into the world, right? At this point. So you feeling entitled to them always thinking you are, the best, always focusing on you, or, spending money on you, investing in you now, it's actually going to be the prerogative of that child. So I feel like there was probably still something missing in this raising, to be honest, where the girl felt she could even talk to the mother in this way, where the girl even had the guts to even video the mother in pain.
In pain. That was the
post
one
it
that
online. There was still something missing. So while she was out hustling and sacrificing for this same child, she missed some places where the child didn't realize or was not informed or was not aware that this is my mother, I need to respect her. And to be honest, I would have felt better if maybe she had approached the mom and asked the mom to invite the dad.
Exactly. She knew her mom wouldn't want it. Yeah. So she did it to spite her mom. And now there's something you said, Mike, that for me is the catchphrase here, live your life. Be you a single parent, be you, you know, a man and a woman doing things together, whatever the case may be, live your life. We are often told about, we ourselves, you get to a point in your life that you move out of your parents' house, you live your life, maybe you get married or you just want to be on your own. Parents only try their best to a particular point. Now, that is not to say that you shouldn't give your children the best. You owe them that. However, do it in such a way that you're not expecting anything in return. I was having a conversation with my man yesterday. We're talking about funeral costs. And the reality is more and more parents are not being given the befitting burial. And I wonder what is even befitting, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, but
you should be saving towards your retirement. It's a must. Depending on children now is, I dare say, outdated, is old-fashioned. Because the reality is more children now are feeling like, well, you did what you had to do. It's time for me to live my life. They'll probably realize it when they are in that position as well. But until they get there, are the parents going to wallow in abject poverty?
And then the issue of, I personally wouldn't use the word entitled when talking about expecting something from a child, because at least personally for me, I feel that I have a responsibility towards my mom, my parents. And I have done my best always. That's me. So
but that was
I don't use the word.
Raised.
I don't use the word entirely.
You were raised.
You see, the raising.
Let me say something.
You see, the raising, and I've spoken about this more than once. Look, you will spend 10 years, 15 years teaching your kids something, and they will spend 1 month
to unlearn
this thing, and it will shock you. Everything you did will go down the drain.
Yeah.
And that's why I always tell people that your kids' friends are almost as important, even if not more important than you.
Yes, true. I agree.
In how a person comes up. Everything that they do will just go out, and then because you are, that thing they call peer pressure, trying to be who you are amongst the people, it's very important. And then the second one I want to add is, I remember a speaker and a pastor, Dr. Charles Apoki, mentioned this. He said, look, my son, who's a doctor in Germany, I am in Ugeli. He lived his life in the village to send all his kids abroad, doctors and all of that, train them all. And then the son, about to get married, a lady he met maybe 6 months or something, I said, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. He was laughing about it. I said, look at this boy. That I broke my back for you to visit. And then he just stands up. Somebody that you just met 6 months, and she's the best that's ever happened to you. And then he was smiling. He took it in good faith. But that is it.
Yeah.
Because someday too, that boy, if he raise somebody and break his back, and that boy will see another woman and say, that's the best thing that happened to me.
Can I backtrack again to the topic, the theme for Children's Day in Nigeria? We talked a bit about this cyber issue, online. I can't remember how you put it earlier on when we started the show. Making sure that we monitor or we guide these kids with their online activities. This particular girl posted a video of her own mother online. There's something so wrong with that. And I think all the guidelines and education we give our kids has probably been about strangers and what they could do to your child online. We've not been giving them the knowledge about what they could do to ruin their own lives. Now, this is going to be on her handle, her timeline forever, right? The internet never forgets. When she applies for a job one day and they Google her name,
someone could make reference to it. Yes, especially nowadays that.
But we'll talk more on this. We have parents and all the rest to talk more on this. But we have to go now.
Social media and all is like tied to your accounts now and all that. People need to be careful. But all I'll say is this: for a child, please, it's important, okay, to understand that your parents are there to, yes, take care of you. However, it's your choice, but it's also imperative that you give them the same care and love when you get the chance to. This life is in stages. You need your parents, and of course, at some point, they need you as well.
You know what? We would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Use our hashtag WakeupNigeria on TVC. Tag us WakeupNigeria TVCE. Let us see your comments and contributions. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more.